Hey, what's up? It's Achilles, and we got Koa, and we're representing that Indecisive TCG. And today we got our final SR from OP-10. So I want to go through all of those and the two secrets. The first one I think we'll reveal was Rebecca, blue character, OP-10, 7 cost 4,000 power. She is the slash character. The Dressrosa. Counter 1000 on play. If you have a cost 8 or greater character in play, draw 1 card, then reveal up to 2 or 7 lower Dressrosa type characters other than Rebecca from your hand. Play one of them as active, and then the other one was at level 4 or lower as rested.
Yeah, kind of like I hate like 7-6 feels bad. 7-4 feels pretty bad.
They did make some solid like 4 and under black cards, or like some black cards. Straw Hat, I think it was like the Frankie. I can't remember exactly what he does, but they gave us some good like 4 and unders to play in it, and then I want to say they also gave us a good like the secret, which we'll talk about later, and then the other super rare card to play as well with this. So I feel like it has some good targets. They did make a second Moria. That's the only problem I see with this.
Yeah, and it's anything with the like what does Usopp give +1 to all Dressrosa characters?
I don't know if it's all Dressrosa or if it's all characters. I think it's
or does he even do that at all?
No, he does. He definitely gives +1. I think it's +1 to all characters. Yeah. So yeah, your cost 2 or greater character, Dressrosa characters, gain Dressrosa to it has to be Dressrosa, gain +1.
So then it would probably only really be good in Usopp, right? But the thing is like I don't know if Usopp really wants to run this.
You don't think so? You don't think he wants to flood the board and then give something easy KO board?
I mean, 7-4. Is it worth taking up a slot when you can just, I don't know, use that Dawn to minus something or Moria? You know, yeah. I mean, he is a black leader too.
It's like it seems like it can be good, like to flood the board. But just flooding the board, is that going to be worth it? And then the fact that it can't play Rebecca, because if it could play Rebecca, then this would be a whole different conversation.
Yeah, that is true.
The black one.
Yeah, that is true. I will agree.
I mean, I think it all depends on how it plays out, but I feel like it does have some good targets, some good forecasts. The Frankie, who has like an on KO effect, and then there's some other like Dressrosa cards that you can definitely sneak out and be cheeky with. But
yeah, I don't know.
It's very dependent. It probably won't get played. But
alt art, not bad.
Not bad. Like the flowers, like the sunflowers. You know the fanboys.
Just a 7-4 though, man.
7-4.
Can't get over it. Not even a 7-5. Fucking wet noodle. Next one is up. Kairos, 7 cost 9k power / Dressrosa. On play, return a 5 cost or lower character to its owner's hand. Which, I mean, this itself isn't bad, so, like, I get, like, you want to do, like, Rebecca into Kairos and something else.
Yeah.
But I just feel like I almost just want to play Kairos, you know?
Just plain 7-9.
Like, use some Dawn to... I mean, again, I guess you go wider, but...
It always feels weird to play or, like, return something back to their hand, especially if it has a good... on hit, like, you know what I mean, because like you ice age their Yamato or you ice age their Big Mom.
The only bad thing about this is that, like, okay, I get this package, but then at the same time, like, Jozu exists, a 6/7 that can bounce a 6 cost to the owner's hand and give you back like a searcher. You know?
Yeah.
Then even the Soga King, the goat himself, is a 7/6, and he bounces a 6 cost and lets you cycle.
And then
the only good thing about this is it's a 7/9.
Do you have any good targets to bounce yourself back in this package? Not really.
I mean, yeah, they've got a lot of little stuff. You can bounce a Manchery back. You can bounce, I don't know, a 2K that you play, like a Suru or something. You can bounce back to your hand.
Only thing about this card, and I guess the rest of them, is like most people who want to play blue-black, they want a KO or bottom deck. I don't think they really care about.
Yeah, like bouncing the hand, again, it doesn't feel too bad. And sometimes, like, again, that's why Dofi uses Jozu now.
Right.
To do that, you know? But again, it's like I would rather just run Jozu, I think. Because, like, okay, a 7, I can play 2 characters, which is good, so I go 3 wide. But, you know, at the same time, it's a Don less to do more.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Or why play Usopp and not just like a Sakazuki? Like playing like he was Sakazuki.
Yeah. And it's good too because his leader ability actually wouldn't be terrible because you just do the 4 and 4 of like Sabos and the Rebekahs, and then you still have some targets to do that. So it doesn't really feel all that terrible, I feel like.
Well, yeah, I'm excited to see how these.
But it also might not be terrible because with Karita Coliseum, right? You can play it, bounce it, and then swing into a character with Pseudo Rush. So again, it's not terrible. The fact that it's a 7/9 helps. Plus, I mean, I imagine you'd play this, bounce a Sabo back to somebody's hand or like a blocker or something, and then swing into, you know, something maybe big.
And this could also be good for like Boa. Like it doesn't have any restrictions on it, so you can kind of just play it as a new blue top end.
Yeah, I mean, you could. I also see some people do the like. I even saw some people teching in whatchamacallit, some Borsalinos.
Oh, blue Borsalinos.
Yeah, the 7/8 that bottom deck's a 4 because it's good against Dofi.
Dofi is the king to take down, but let's talk about
Whitebeard, unfortunately, or Blackbeard. I mean,
well, Monette, she's a red character. She's OP-10, 2 cost, 3,000 power. Punk Hazard, Don Quixote Pirates. Active main, you may rest this character. You give up to 2 rested Don characters to your leader, and then are one of your characters. Then give up to 1 of your opponent minus 1,000 power during your turn. This card, I want to say, is like key for Caesar for sure. You get your 2 Don that you need. You minus 1,000, and then he can KO for 4,000. So against the Dofi matchup, this is gonna get you to KO. I guess half of the things that they play, just using this card.
If it sticks, it's the only problem with it being a 2 cost.
Well, it doesn't need to stick because you just activate main immediately.
Yeah.
And then bounce it because you have to bounce a card to use whatchamacallit, leader effect.
Caesar's ability.
Yeah, Caesar's ability. So this card is constantly getting bounced back to your hand. So that's why it's perfect for the Caesar matchup. They don't KO it, and then you continuously play it and it doesn't hurt because you're playing it for 2, but then you're also giving your leader 2 rested 1. So it's just like you never played her, and you got a minus 1,000 for free. Definitely key. Can I see other decks playing this? I mean, possibly.
Maybe Marco.
Marco would be.
I think Marco with the Ivankov build with this might not be terrible because you can Ivankov play this, then do this to give it to leader ability. So now you're going minus 3 once per turn.
Yeah.
Instead of the 2, and you give 2 Don. So
the only thing is
like you could do.
You can't set up with leader effect. Oh, I guess you could set up with leader effect, but you'll be giving your leader 3 Don.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I mean at the same time you don't have to, right? Because you can play like a Whitebeard. Like if you play Whitebeard, right, and you've got this on the field already,
Oh, right. I was talking about because you were saying the Ivankov. Like you can't set up
Yeah.
the Ivankov into the Monet
Oh, yeah. No, but I mean, you can do
unless you
other
do
ways
ball.
too.
I
You can,
mean,
I was about to say because you've got the Duval blocker, you've got the Dofi blocker.
yeah. You
So
even
like you
got
want to get it out early, of course, but this just adds another target to Ivanka.
yeah for sure. So yeah, if you're definitely running that, you can play it in there. You can play it, I guess, in like any kind of control or like KO red deck. So like if you're playing the control version of Sanji, this isn't too bad. And then Shanks as well.
Yep.
The thing
Altar's
about
pretty fire though.
it is nice, but I feel like this card or this character has the same problem like Sanji does. She always has to have like the same pose in every photo. Arm,
Well,
wings
she is
up,
a bird girl.
legs down. I'm not complaining, but for the
I
most
mean, it
part,
sounds like it, but
for the most part, every photo of Sanji has his knee up, leg
it's
on
his
fire.
fucking pose, bro. It's his fucking pose. Every
Uh,
pic of Zoro's got his fucking swords out. We
does
don't
it?
complain about that.
Everyone?
Except for the one where he's crossing his arms, standing there.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but there is a new card of Sanji's that doesn't have
Yes,
his leg
and
up.
I hope you put that back up. Yep. So I want to talk about all the straw hats in this fucking thing. So these straw hats are actually my favorite. So Sanji, during this turn, this character has plus 3k power. During your turn, this character has plus 3k power. Then when KO, draw a card. This is fantastic, especially in the Sanji deck
100%.
because it's a 3/6, and when they try and get rid of it, boom, it replaces itself. And I think one of the big issues with Sanji is card draw.
Yep. Or red period.
Just red period. Yeah, you're right. Just red period is card draw. And this is so good because now it's just another rush character that you have. It's a 3/6. For the same amount of Dawn, you can make Zoro a 3/7. You can make this a 3/7. And it's got counter.
Yep. That's the exact same thing. Sanji is perfect in the Sanji deck.
Yep. And then the next one, and then the alt is good too. Yep. Like that's crispy. I told myself I wouldn't get any more alt arts, but I already have my version of Sanji completely alted out. So I feel like I need to get the alt Sanji for Sanji. How could you not?
And then for those people, she got the dogs out. So if
I do see the little dogs at the bottom. You're filthy for that.
So
that's some degenerate.
This alt art may be ridiculous.
This is gonna be mad expensive. Yep. It's gonna be mad expensive.
For sure.
You can talk about this one.
Now we have Smoker with the Art of Tashigi. It has Banish. Active main set up to one of your Dawn cards as active. Then you cannot set any other cards as active for the rest of the turn. So it's like the fact that it has
so
Banish,
this wouldn't work with. Would this work with Isho?
Let me see.
It wouldn't, right? Because his is at the end of your turn. Set rest of Dawn. Set one of your characters as active.
Yeah, but this one only is Dawn, so you can.
Yeah, but it says set up to one of your Dawn cards as active. Then you cannot set. Oh, your Dawn card. It just says cards.
Active. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. That's not bad.
It's not too bad, and then because it's an active main, I think like the Smoker's effect also does the same thing, but you can do the Smoker's effect and then this one to make it not as bad. And I think the stat line 5/7 with Banish is pretty nice. Because they either have to give up 2 cards or they lose 1 card, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's that hard dilemma. Which one do I do?
Or you just remove it before it gets a chance to do anything.
I mean, there's that too. I was hoping.
In which case, in Smoker, I'm just gonna Smoker ability Tashigi, or Tashigi Smoker ability gets plus K, get rid of it.
I was hoping that since it's Smoker, it would have that effect, cannot be destroyed by battle, or one of those.
Like the other 5/7.
Yeah. Or even like once per turn or something like that. I mean, but it does have banish, so I can see why this would be like an ideal like priority target to get rid of.
Yep.
It's definitely a nice card if you can get it to stick, or even if it swings one time. It's definitely solid. What else do we have? Actual Tashigi.
Yep. Actual Tashigi. She is a 3/4. What is that? Special Wisdom. Then one of your green characters other than Tashigi would be removed from play due to your opponent's effects. You may instead rest this character. This is the fact that this is a 2K.
Yeah.
You know, we were talking about if it sticks. You know, like the fact that this is a 2K and it's a navy green 2K. Like this in Perona. Good. This in like eShow where you can search this, good. You know, and its effects. So like if you like, okay, imagine this. This is like actually kind of terrifying. You've got this on board already, and your eShow that you're playing or Perona that you're playing does Moria into Rebecca, you know, something else and all that nonsense, and then if they try and anything, you're just like
Robin or whatever to your Rebecca. Like they can't just clear that Rebecca real quick. Oh no, It needs to be green.
And if you play this,
it has to be green.
eShow. If you play this in eShow, because it doesn't say on your turn.
Oh,
just
right.
When one of your green characters, right? So like, let's say you have this on the board and you've got eShow or whatever, and you're doing some stuff and you hit a trigger. That's like, okay, bottom deck something, you know, like from blue or like black KO something. You're just like, no, I don't really think so. I'm gonna rest this.
Yep.
And then at the end of your turn, you just restand it with eShow.
It's really good. You can get it back from the grave, and it can. Yeah, this is.
Well, you can't really get it back with Rebecca. But you can't get it back from Moria.
Yeah.
But then again, are you really gonna like Moria this as your active?
Maybe. I mean,
I guess if you have no other choice. But...
if you're playing against a black deck, maybe, or if you're like their only answer, their only out is if they red rock my Moria, if they, you know, or anything like that. If you're,
yeah, like a value Moria, you do this and like a searcher or something, call it a day, something like that. I mean, I could see it, but
yeah. I mean,
yeah, it's pretty good. It's a 2K, like fantastic green 2K. This 2K is going to go into every single green deck, because it helps Bonnie's problem that the freaking blocker doesn't help with.
Oh, yeah.
So now you can put the blocker on and this, you know, and it can be played off of Kid, which is great.
Yep, and your Tashigi doesn't matter, or your trash, any trash effect doesn't matter.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. So it's like, okay, well, their only hope is to red rock. Sorry, I can't red rock.
It's definitely the answer. It definitely has answers.
Yeah, so pretty good. The alts though, like that, this art, like that face just ruins it for me. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty hard to look at. Let's just get this off the screen. Move on to the next one.
All right, Don Quixote, Don Flamingo, or Do Flamingo, purple character, OP-10. He is the 7 warlords and a Don Quixote pirates on play. Don -1, play up to 1 5 cost or lower character, or Don Quixote Pirates type character card from your hand. On your opponent's attack, you may rest one of your Don and add 1 active Don from your Don deck.
Man, you know what's actually kind of crazy?
What's that?
Running this in like Croc.
In Croc.
Imagine you've got Croc and Dofi on the field at the same time.
It's
the 8 cost one, and you're like, okay, bet, get 1 active.
I mean, yeah.
But even so, like this in Grape Dofi, this is exactly what Grape Dofi need. I mean, you were trying the build the other day, right? Yesterday, right?
Yeah.
We were playing. Like this is literally exactly what you need, because now you've got a searchable 8 that minuses.
It is good.
And you can play a 5 cost or lower. Yep. From your hand.
So your Demon Montes or or anything that like restands itself while you have your
Yeah,
birdcage
I
up.
was about to say birdcage is great because it won't really like it'll be good.
Yeah, I think it also incentivizes you to play idle, I would say, or something that minuses multiple Dawn. Because, like, you know what I mean? If you're at 8 Dawn, yeah, do you really want to ramp it? Like, I mean, yeah, you're going to ramp active Dawn, so you get to play an event, but you only really get to ramp, like, you know what I mean? That effect, you rest a Dawn and get an active Dawn, is only ramping one. So it only makes sense if you're like minusing Dawn heavily, if you know what I'm saying.
Mm.
Like,
Yeah,
because I don't understand the effect unless they make a purple rare that like minuses like 5-6 down or something.
well, I mean, it's just good because you end your turn, your thing doesn't blow up, and then you can have again like another Dawn up just for like if you manage to leave like 3 or something up.
Well, no, because you rest down, you get an active Dawn, so you're going +1 in Dawn, but you're still staying like active true. Dawn is still 3. So that's why I'm like confused. Like it only makes sense is like somehow I can play like a Neko Luffy. I mean a Gear 5 Luffy, go down 10 Dawn, and then this card somehow survives, and then I can bring up my Dawn back. Or, you know what I mean, a card that can -10 Dawn, and then you have it on the field, and then you can kind of come back and Dawn.
I don't know. Would make sense though. But then the only problem with that is that Kaido works counterintuitively to the bird thing, right? Because you just want to make them get rid of their stuff. True. Unless they leave like a blocker up.
But one thing that it would definitely help with, and in the Delphi matchup, is if they play a random 6 cost, right? Because then the birdcage doesn't hit that, and then that Kaido would hit it. So get rid of the boa, the 6-drop boa.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Because that's the only thing that was like they gave you kind of hope, I would say.
Yeah, was it boas that I don't even run right now? And the alts are fire too. This alt reminds me of like the original blocker alt for some reason, like the dark background.
Oh yeah.
I really like that.
He's definitely looking mischievous in here.
Yeah, fantastic.
It's definitely the scene that like he's sitting there controlling people and making them kill each other.
Yeah, he's having a blast.
Speaking of,
and then this one too. Don Quixote Rosinante, 5 cost, 6k power, special, Navy, and Don Quixote Pirates. On play, you may trash 1 event card from your hand, draw 2 cards. Really, really good. Then at the end of your turn, if you have 7 or more Don cards, set up to 2 of them as active. This is probably, again, going in a ton of just purple decks.
Oh, yeah. This card actually incentivizes people to play the good like 2-cost events that purple does have. Which one is the one that minuses 3,000 to 2 characters?
3,000 to 2 characters?
It's a Moria, not Moria. It's a Impel Down poison card.
Like Hell's Judgment or something.
Yeah, Hell's Judgment. And maybe even like Thunder Bagua or something. Like those plus 4,000 for free.
But I mean, it's really just good in general because like if you've got too many of those events in hand, you just like, okay, I'm gonna get rid of one.
Oh yeah, that too. So this card is definitely meant to make people play more events.
I mean, yeah, 100%. Like I said, it's just good in general. Because again, if you've got too many of one thing, you're just like, don't really feel like it. Great. Get rid of it. Draw 2. Let's use cycle. Again, I think an issue purple has had is like cycle and draw, which is why those
purple events are
the purple events are so the new straw hat cards are so great because they let you trash and get rid of your hand, and then you just cycle 2 more in. It's really, really good.
Yeah. And the fact that Big Bro plays Little Bro.
Yep.
Is very like a huge value. And then you
Yep,
get,
and then like if you got an event and you're like not looking for that specific one, or whatever, again, like okay, it's just 2 more cards to try and get some counter.
yep. You got
Or the event that you were looking for.
You got Birdcage in your hand. You got Birdcage on the field.
Yep.
You just toss it out.
Is Birdcage an event though?
Yeah, it's 5K. It's a 5 cost event.
I thought it was a stage.
Oh, it is a stage.
But is this because the stage is not an event card, right? It's a stage.
I guess so. So I guess it wouldn't.
I don't know how that works.
I thought it would be an event, but it's yeah, but no, it's a stage card, so it might not count. Now that I think about it.
And the alt is good too.
Yeah, everybody knows that scene. Heartbreak follows it. Well, if you know, you know. But yeah,
you know.
Yes, somebody's fruit in their hand, and yeah, sad story, but awesome looking card.
Oh my boy.
Yeah, you want to talk about
well, what's really, really great about this is that today I saw the clip again of his. Somebody said I got to the Temu Conqueror hockey scene, and that shit killed me. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's that scene where he tries to use his Conqueror hockey and it doesn't even knock out some random freaking goon. It's great, so great. Captain Mid at his finest. So this is Captain. Or Eustace, Captain Mid, Captain Kid, Yellow, 8 cost, 9k power, Supernova, Kid Pirate. On play, you may rest this character, trash up to 1 card from the top of your opponent's life cards. Then, at the end of your turn, if your opponent has 2 or less life cards, draw 1 card and discard 1 card from your hand. Really, really good kid in Piss Kid. Really, really good kid in any yellow deck.
Yeah.
Letting you cycle is great. Trashing life is great. Now, when you're playing it in Yellow Kid, the new OP-10 leader, you're a really good. If you're going on your even curve, you do the 4/5 Basil, give it blocker, block with it, take away life. Then you go one more turn, drop 8, do the same thing. Fantastic.
Yeah, the combos hit me so many times. The only downside from not playing it in a Supernova deck is that he stays rested.
Yeah, but at the same time, it is a 9k body, so they've got to,
invest into.
They got to do something because Black's not even going to swing into it anyways, right?
Right.
Blue is going to have to swing into it unless they get it away, and normally when they play an event, they can't do that much else. So, but man, I don't know what it is. I don't know. Kid just looks not great. I don't like this alt art.
This alt art particular is like, I don't remember the scene that they're going for, but it also kind of looks like 3D animated.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like those Odyssey cards.
His hair looks like a bloomin' onion.
Yeah.
He's just an ugly son of a bitch. I'm sorry.
He has some nice ass alt arts, but this one ain't one. That's just where I'll keep that.
Oh yeah.
This Kuzan is crazy. It's a black character, 5 cost, 5,000 power, special, former Navy, Blackbeard Pirates. Spoilers for those who aren't there. This character cannot be removed from the field by your opponent's effect. That's
so bottom
crazy.
Decking, no. KOing, no. Trashing, no. He is there until you swing into him. Absolutely. Or he gets rid of himself. Continue.
Active main, you may trash this character, draw 1 card, then play up to 1 Blackbeard type characters with the cost of 5 or less other than Kuzan from your trash.
Really good.
It is really good. Like, you're getting your boy Jesus. You fill up your trash, draw a card, and then get that guy that was so hard for them to get rid of. Like, you replace this one for another card that can't be destroyed or can't be KO'd. But he's a hard body to get off, and then late game he's a hard body to even swing into.
Yep, because you've got the freaking 12k blockers on the board. Really, really good. Really, really good. And the alt art that's on the next page is great. Look at that thing. Look at that thing.
It is amazing. I wish I had a better photo, but
that is what we call crispy.
Yeah, I can just see the texture on that one. This is a crazy card. I expect this card to be above like 60.
It's probably gonna be, I don't know. I'd say it's probably gonna be like a good $40.
But you know, it's gonna be. I feel like it's gonna be 60 for a while and maybe settle down to that 40.
Yeah, I'd have to agree.
But
it's gonna be expensive. Either way, it probably won't be just $40. If I'm being honest with you, it's gonna be expensive.
Yeah, and especially depending on how if Blackbeard keeps topping as well. Because this is just gonna make him even better. Now we got our secret Monkey D. Luffy.
Once per turn. Go ahead.
Oh, 6k, 6 cost, 7,000 power, 1,000 counter, Dressrosa, Supernova, Straw Hat Pirates. Once per turn, this character cannot be KO'd by your opponent's effects. When attacking, you may place 3 cards from your trash to the bottom of your deck in any order. Then, if your opponent has 5 cards or less in their hand, your opponent trashes 1 card from their hand.
5 cards or less is crazy. Imagine because like you just because like right well like what if your turn is literally you have that on the board, you play pudding, you recycle them to 5, you swing with that, they go down to 4, and they have to now either more likely than not take the 7.
Yeah, it is definitely take the 7 because getting rid of 3 cards is insane.
Dude, why couldn't this be red?
Oh man, if it was red, it would be fucking amazing.
That shit in Sanji. Ooh.
Oh, on the rush.
Give a rush. The 6/7 counter when attacking. Yes. This character cannot be KO'd by opponent's effects. Great.
Once per turn. So I mean, who's gonna minus it down and then try to KO it twice? I mean, I think it's possible.
Ice Age once, and then you got Brook.
And then another Brook.
And then another Brook if you wanted to. You got Jack.
It is their whole turn to get rid of this.
I mean, it's really good because again with Karita Coliseum, it gets pseudo rush, right? So.
Oh, yep.
So I mean, I think like this is going to be the main card you look for, right?
Yeah. You want to play this on curve.
Like, you just got to.
Yeah. Once you put him down and put that pressure on.
Because you can play the Blue Searcher and the Rebecca, right?
Yep.
And you're just filling your trash.
And at 7 Dawn can a black deck KO it twice? I guess Ice Age.
They have something on the field. If they got something on the field already, like a Brook on the field, yeah, 100% they can KO twice.
Well, I was gonna say with 7 Dawn, that's exact Ice Age Brook.
Yeah.
With 7 Dawn, but
it's also in perfect range for Gravity Blade.
Because it hits the 6 cost.
It's not. I would say it's probably. I mean, you can. But the good thing is again, which is why I feel like it would be decent in a lot of decks and almost any black deck because of the fact that it's hard to get rid of it. But with Coliseum, you get that immediate value because you can still swing into something and then do that ability, right? So
actually I can see it. I can definitely see this in the what is it, Rebecca, or
I can see it in Rebecca. I can see it 100%. It's going to be an Usopp.
Yeah. I wonder, and it might be a different talk later, which one's going to be better, Rebecca or Usopp?
I don't know. The alt for this is kind of cool. It's like Gear 4 in the background. I really do like that.
I need to. That's what I'm gonna need to see in person for sure. Cause
I like both. I feel like it's gonna be like the Gear 5 alt.
right, yeah.
It's just different color scheme.
I need to see the texture on this.
I like both alts, or both arts for the card. I like them both.
Yeah, I think I like this one more than the alt.
I like the background more personally on the first one, but I like the pose and stuff more on that one.
I'm the opposite. I like the art on this one, but I like the background on this one.
It's just the fact that this is like a manga panel. It's nice.
Yeah.
I thought this one would be the best for an alt, but they already, I guess, have too many. So the other secret is the yellow Trafalgar Law. He's a 7 cost, 9k power, no counter, Dressrosa Supernova Heart Pirates. On play, reveal a Supernovas type character card from your hand and add it to the top of your life face down. Then, if your leader has the Supernovas type, give up to 1 Restodon to your leader. I think this is probably... I think I can imagine the top end for Piss Kid being this, Yamato, and Kid. It just says Supernova type. It does a character card.
I didn't see
it.
it.
You can put the beige, you can put the Hawkins up there.
I saw this one more for the law than I didn't really think the Kid was gonna play this.
I think it's nice because you can heal.
It is nice that you can heal and then you can set up your life, or like you can choose a good trigger. Too bad beige isn't a supernova, but
no, but you can still put the other beige 2k into your life, just to And again, if you put like the Basil Hawkins into your life, then you just draw 2 trash 1.
Yeah.
So it's a nice heal on 7. So and the fact that it's face down, you can like swing with something, play this,
flip it up.
No, you would add 1 face down. Like if you were able to if you don't want to take that life.
I'm saying with
Kid, just use this, to turn it face down.
Or it wouldn't turn the new life. It would just add a life face down, and then you can flip it up with his leader effect, right?
Oh yeah. But that's what I'm talking about. Because if your previous life was already faced up, then you're in that dilemma of like, well, do I take this life to give myself a blocker?
Right,
and but this eliminates that because you can just do okay, great. So again, same with Yamato. You know what I mean? Like you play it, you heal, and then you can still do leader ability. So I think that's why on 7 Dawn that this is nice to just play.
Yeah, you're not feeling the ace too much, or you think this one is better?
The ace is good. I mean, I think ace is good in any yellow deck, and it does come in handy.
But I guess this would be a blocker too.
But this would just be a blocker, and it's searchable.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you have to play it. I see the value now that I think that you can make it a blocker.
Yeah. So because you can play it, heal, then if it lives, swing with it, make it a 9k blocker for you.
Yeah. And then
again, I like the manga. I actually don't like the manga. I like the regular one more. His symbol in the back looks dope. His Jolly Roger.
Right.
But I'm not really a Law fanboy, so I'm not crazy about it. I don't hate it.
It's not bad. I do wish that the Rosinante panel was a little bit higher on there. Just the placement of the manga panels, or maybe it's just his body. I feel like there's only one good panel.
It's hard to tell what he's doing in the manga version.
Oh, the character himself, yeah.
Yeah, like the character himself.
I was looking at the manga panels. It's like, yeah, I kind of know what he's doing there. This one for sure is like the one you can see, but like everything else is like blocked.
Yeah.
But you guys let us know how you feel about it. And you got any final words?
Final words is that set 10. I'm happy that set 10. There are a couple really good cards in there. I think the leaders leave a little bit to be desired, to be honest. and I feel like they follow the same pattern every single time, where one set is good, one set's not great, and then the next set is really good, and then it's not great. You know what I'm saying? Because they did it with like set 8. Set 7 was, I think set 7 was pretty good. Then set 8 was okay. And then set 9 is pretty good. Like all the leaders are almost meta, or half the leaders are meta. Then it's kind of set 10. So I'm assuming set 11 is going to bring some extra heat. But I do like the additions, like the Luffy, the Piss Kid. It's going to be fun to play. The Dofi cards look fun to play. So, I don't know. It's going to be very interesting to see how the meta shakes up after this comes out.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I guess that's it for this video. Thanks for stopping by. If you like it, do what you're supposed to do and whatever. We're out.
Hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you.